Thank you for joining us. Joy Barnes has the night off. It could become a talking point during the presidential campaign, going to college and paying for it. Last night during her acceptance speech, Hillary Clinton talked about a plan to help families send their children to college and pay for it. Well, according to a survey on StudentLoanHero.com, there are more than 43 million Americans who are living with student loan debt. WCBI's Quentin Smith talks with a financial aid expert about options that recent college graduates have to start paying on those loans.
For some college students, paying back student loans can be a burden. Do you know how to pay back your student loans?
Actually, I do not know how to.
But Angelica Maddox isn't alone.
I think most of our parents have helped us through mostly getting their student loans and going to college, so we personally haven't had to deal with any of the financial circumstances.
MSU's financial literacy coordinator, John Daniels, says a lot of students come into his office clueless on how to pay back their loans.
I meet with a lot of students, and some are very apprehensive about how much exactly do I owe, and where do I send my money, and will I be able to afford my student loan payments?
Daniels believes miscommunication is a big reason for students not knowing what to do next.
So there oftentimes, because students move around and their contact information changes, we find that people will not receive the information that's being communicated to them about where and when to send their payments. So some students are unaware.
However, Daniel says the repayment process is actually quite simple.
You can go to studentloans.gov, or you can call 1-800-4-FED-AID and get the details.
From there, the loan service providers will give a list of all possible options students can pick from to repay their loans.
Say they have a high debt-to-income ratio, they can look at other repayment options that they calculate what you owe and then also what you make for a living, and sometimes that can be a way to reduce the amount that you owe.
And there's also a deferment option.
So you end your 6-month grace period and you don't have a job to pay back your loans. They have if you call your loan servicer, they can set you up for a deferment where they'll temporarily put your repayment on pause so that you can extend that grace period that way.
Now, Mississippi State has launched a website, bulldogbudgets.com.ms.state.edu. That is, that website gives students tips to educate them on how to repay and how the repayment method works. Well, some